Hi there, I'm Don Alejandro, and this is my good friend
John Hardy.
This is Two Grumpy Men on the Second Amendment. Now, in the last video, I mentioned that when I was in high school, I didn't know whether to be pro-gun or pro-gun control. And it took me a long time because there was just a lot of information out there. And that informs a lot of my decisions. Now, one of the things you mentioned in the last video was, if you have a gun, how do I know you're not going to shoot me? And this is a very, very important question. The answer depends on your version of morality. Now, your version of morality basically boils down to whether you believe in God or not. Now, before I get into that, I have to cover the point of self-identification. There are people who are going to say, I'm an atheist and I'm pro-gun, or I'm a Christian and I'm for gun control. And my answer to that is how people define themselves may not be the truth. We ask, what is in the definition of things? Now, theistically, the belief in God, you have free will. You are ultimately accountable for your actions. If there is no God, it's really what you can get away with. If there is no God, then your circumstances determine what you do. If you believe in God, your actions, your decisions determine how you live. It's completely backwards, and one of the reasons we're seeing American politics go in the direction it is. These are not views that can be reconciled. Either free will exists or it does not.
I think that we have to have some sort of gun control, but I think that I should be allowed to have whatever gun I want. If it's available, I should be able to have it if I can afford it.
Right.
And I shouldn't have to register to buy bullets. I think it's ridiculous. And I think that the fact that they want to start limiting how people actually get access to guns is ridiculous, because a person that really wants to cause damage with a gun, that really wants to terrorize any place with a gun, can get a gun from the illegal market, from the black market. They can go to another state and bring it in, which is probably what you're going to say now. And what did the gun control do? It did zero. It did nothing.
It did harm.
Except not allow me to shoot the asshole in the head before he shot 20 people. That's all it does, right? So, we have to have a little bit of common sense when we talk about guns.
Now, I wanted to get on 2 points real quick. Number one, they don't even need a gun. We have an example in Nice where they ran over them with a truck. We have examples in Germany where they're attacking people with axes. And then, of course, there's the issue of gang rape all over Europe. Now, what this brings me to is the meaning of militia. The militia, the law-abiding citizen, is the first line of defense. When something bad happens, Wyatt Earp is not down the street. Wyatt Earp is not going to save you. It is the ordinary citizen who has to say, you know what, I need to respond to this threat. I need to act on it. And by defining the militia as something other than you and me, they have rendered us sheep. They have given us over to be victims. And that's not a good place to be. That is not a good government policy. And California has embarked on doubling down on what we know to be bad ideas. Well,
California is in a class on its own. I mean, it's already got a ballot measure to be voted on in November to secede from the Union. And I can't help to think that the whole purpose of all this strict gun control in California and having this ballot measure coming up is somehow related, And I gotta be honest, if California, I'm gonna go and vote, and I think we should secede from the Union. And I think that we should have a remembrance of what happened the last time states decided to secede from the Union, so that people just remember what it feels like to have a civil war. You know what? Let it happen.
It's scary that if it's coming to that, but once again, this is something that is brewing, that is in the distance. It can be avoided. It might not happen, but this is the direction we're going in. On the point of gun control, once again, it's obviously partisan. The average liberal does not own any guns. The average conservative probably will. So when you say we're going to ban guns, that is a move specifically aimed at conservatives. It'd be like as if we said, all right, I'm going to ban hockey. It doesn't bug me. I'm not a big hockey fan. But you know what? If for whatever reason hockey fans are someone I can pick on,
We're going to ban lattes.
yes, we're going to ban lattes. You know, it's plainly a bad idea. But it'll be fun to see. At any rate, this is Two Grumpy Men on the Second Amendment. See you next time.